Nintendo Switch Lite. Show you what the problem is. Pretty obvious what's going on there. We will disassemble and go from there. Okay, we have disassembled and we are preparing to remove the port. While I'm setting up my equipment, we will throw this up for you. Switch everything on. All right. We will do what we always do. We will flood with low melts. Let's go it this way. And go from there. Okay, let's see how we did. Uh-oh. It looks like our damage was more severe than we thought, so we will be running jumpers, it appears. Okay, let's make sure there's no bridges so we can do some measurements. That was not from the pull. It fell off very easily and simply. It was just the jammed up port caused damage. So not a big deal. We'll fix it. Alright. So this one does have an M92T36 as well. The Nintendo Switch Lites. So we will measure around it. Make sure we are connected. That is a power management IC. And when you have damage like that, it can very easily create collateral problems. So, finding a ground might be a trick. Yeah, let's just use these. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, we do have a short on M92T36 that we're going to have to fix as well. Right there. Okay. We're going to remove that first, and then we'll measure and make sure it didn't kill CPU. Because if it killed CPU, there's no point in running jumpers or anything like that. Okay, let's check and make sure we relieve our short. Okay, looks like it's gone. That one's got a path to ground, so that's a ground pin. All right. So power management IC and port repair. That's what this one's going to be. Don't really want to get in here and try to wick, so what I'm going to do is mix in some leaded so we can lower the temperature. But I'm probably just going to go with that. Okay, that looks fine. Let's measure again. Make sure we do not now have another short. All right, looks good. Short has not returned. All right. Now I'm going to flip the board over and do our surgery. First, we must clean up. Clean up the mess, and then we'll do some surgery on the board. Looks like we will be breaking out the Pico pencil for this repair. Let me pull up my diagram and see. I don't know how closely it relates to a normal switch, but we'll find out. Okay, it looks like, at least on the Nintendo Switch, this is a, what is it, V-bus? Yeah, hard to tell. V-bus 5 volt probably. Let's see if I can figure out. There's just a tiny nub left there. Alright, goes right there. So worst comes to worst, if I cannot solder from there, I can run a long jumper, a really long jumper, from there. And I'm actually going to mark that, just to double check. Do it one more time because the brain is not retaining. Put that one there. Oh, geez, y'all can't even see that. I'm sorry. I'll do that one more time so y'all can see where I'm going. I'm talking about. Because we're way off camera. So right there. And I'm just going to put a little mark right there. Just to remind myself so I don't have to think about it. Alright. But we'll see if we can get a little nub of solder there. These other ones I'm not worried about, they're ground, so these three in the middle are what I am worried about. Alright, let's get grab out of my way and start running jumpers. I am going to stop commentary so that I can concentrate on that. Okay, back. Sorry, started without you. I'm just cleaning it off now. So I can get a look and then figure out how I'm going to secure those down. There. Let's get them nice and straightened out. Best of our abilities. Not any fuzz or any extracurricular activity. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Next up, we will conformal coat those in place. Sorry, I managed to not record me applying the UV solder mask, but as you can see up there in the left-hand corner, I'm currently curing it, and I'll come back once I have done and show you the final result of that. This is the final results of the UV solder mask. Should be anyway. It's pretty well cured. Yep, seems pretty solid. The wires seem pretty solid. Okay. Now we need to think about protecting this guy, but we also need to pre-tin. So I'm actually going to turn that back around and pre-tin. Might as well see if they are in there strong enough, or if I need to make it cure longer. But now I need to get the fume extractor on. And grab my micro pencil, clean it off thoroughly because the last time we used it was low melt. Alright, and then they took tinning real nice. Very good. If it ever sucks up off there, you know you did not cure long enough. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn. It took several tries to learn it. Let's get our port prepped. For this, we have to Dremel down the port. So I think what I'm going to do for you folks is I'm going to set up on the second bench and I'm going to try to Dremel it over there. I can do that without getting it in anything critical, I'll do that. If not, I'll have to do it off screen. Okay, I think we got it pretty close. Close enough, I think. Now we need to pre-tin it. Okay, I'll give it a little better clean off here in a minute. And now what I want to do is set my voltage, hook up my switch cable, and give this thing a little test. Okay. See if we're getting the same behavior on the other side. Different behavior on the other side. Kind of different. I didn't see the beginning of the first side though. Okay, no, it looks the same. Very good. Okay, that gives me some faith. At least it's acting the same on both sides. Now, I will give it a thorough clean with the air compressor, and then we'll put it back in the housing and go from there. Okay, I believe we're connected enough to test and see how we're doing here. All right. Wish me luck. Okay, we have a dead battery symbol on one side. I do not have a known good battery for these yet. I was thinking about getting one. And a dead battery symbol on this side. Sorry, y'all can't see that, but we do have it on both sides. So now I'm just going to let it charge and see if it'll boot up. and this will probably take a while. Yeah, I may go ahead and stick it on the OEM charger so we can get it to boot up a little faster. But it's going to take a while, and I'm going to do that off screen. Once it hopefully comes back enough to come back to life, we'll see how it's behaving after that. Okay, as you can see, we're powered up. We're fast charging. Flip it over. We're fast charging on the other side, so we're charging on both sides. So I'm going to power this down and finish putting it back together, and then really that's all I have to show you. I guess I'll show you one more time that it's working once it's all put back together, but there's no dock test or anything for this particular unit. It's a light, so yeah, we'll be back. All right, we're back up and running here. Do a few basic tests. Make sure we see all our internet and all that. That's good. Okay, and we're charging. That's really all there is to it. We're charging on both sides. We're fast charging on both sides, so that was the problem. So in summary, came in with a smash port. We pulled the port. We found 2 broken pads. We cleared all bridges. We tested M92T36 and found a short on M92T36. We replaced that chip. We fixed the pads, and we put a new port on, and everything seems good to go. If you have any question about the equipment I used in this video, it's all down in the description. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you like the channel, please subscribe. It will really help the channel. And I'll see you next time.